Hello, welcome back to KL Gamers. Today we will be playing Banner of the Maid on the Xbox One X. Let's play. Banner of the Maid. Oh, there's language selection. English, Chinese, Chinese. Okay, just simply English. Alright. Oh, the game is inspired by historical events. Okay, difficulty selection. You can choose to switch the difficulty of the game. Banner of the Maid. Press any key to start. Okay. Options. Combat animation on. Key notification on. Auto save on. Automatically and turn on. Cursor movement orientation. Default. Movement speed normal. Left joystick 8-way movement. Okay. Language English. Subtitles on. Okay. Volume overall 10. Music 5. Okay. Oh. Sound 5. Voice. Maybe we put a 8. Okay, Banner of the Maid, new game. Oh, difficulty selection, officer mode. You can save the game anytime during battles, retreating causes no penalty. Start the game with a small amount of funds and reputation. This mode is suitable for first-time players. General mode. You can save only once in each battle. Retreating causes penalty to your rewards earned. Start the game with no extra funds or reputation. This mode is suitable for players who like challenging gameplays. Story mode. A very easy mode for players who are only interested in storytelling. Oh. Okay, we will go for first time player mode. Officer mode. Weakened. The down arrow icon indicates that unit is weakened. Azure Flame Studios presents. Whoa. Looks nice, man. Very sharp, very detailed. Producer Boris Hope. Lead artist Jay Young. Ho ho! Ho ho! Whoa! Banner of the Maid. Prologue 9 in Varens. Summer 1791. Varennes, France. Okay.
Huh?
Cavalry officer, Varennes is not far ahead. Are you sure that the king will be here? Okay. Oh, I can only hope that it is true, otherwise the King of France might already be in the territory of another country. Be vigilant, Marquis de Lafayette. Okay. If you don't bring the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can't afford this kind of blow during such a crucial moment. What is the king thinking? Can he just stay put in the palace? Come to the Mirabeau, having just recovered from a serious illness, you should stay in Paris and rest. It was I who provided the intelligence, of course. I have the responsibility to accompany you. And the troops here, I don't think they are the Grand National.
原来如此。
It is the army of the royalists. They must be here to pick up the king. Lafayette. Then I'm counting on you. I'm not experienced in battlefield commanding or leading charges. Mirabeau. Our actions tonight will change the fate of France. Marquis de Lafayette, please be sure to find the king and all of his entourage.
让我来吧。
Don't worry, you better take the time and think about how to persuade the king. Noble woman, what's the noise? Play your face.
Huh?
Oh, the enemy has been alerted and are guarding the bridge. Anyway, move to the enemy first. Get close to attack. Show no mercy to those traitors. Ew. So basically we are controlling Marquis de Lafayette. Is this 3D? No, we can't turn anything. So basically we just can see from the front, from one angle. But it's okay.
不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
Attack. Standard cavalry sword. Okay. Standard musket.
速战速决，冲啊！
Ooh. Oh, counter attack. Enemy phase. Ooh.
注意队形，冲锋！
Oh. There's still one group of enemies left at the entrance of the town. I hope the king is still there. No time to waste. Get it done now. Okay.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
Move to the selected in range of blue grids. Can we attack? Oh no.
"速战速决，冲啊！
Player phase.
不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
Attack.
注意队形，冲锋！
Oh. Oh, enemy phase.
速战速决，冲啊！
Alright.
啊？
The royalists were guarding this carriage. Let's get closer and take a look. Notes designated area. The designated areas that you need to reach are marked as yellow grids. Move into that area to complete your mission. Okay.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
Heroic. Check. Wait. Mirabeau. Like the messenger said, it is the carriage that the king took. I'll leave the searching in the town to you as I stay here to guard the carriage. Please try not to cause disturbance.
让我来吧。
I'll deal with it, you can rest assured. Well, madame, please step outside. Noble woman. Nice. As I expected, it is her who stay in the carriage. Surely you know what will happen next. Yes, His Majesty is in the town, and Marquis de Lafayette will find him soon enough. Please come back to Paris with us. What will happen to our family when we return to Paris?
总而言之，
The documents left by His Majesty confirm that he had betrayed the country and the people. You will be detained as soon as you arrive in Paris. For France at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy in which friends inside and outside Paris are all eagerly waiting to take their bite. Then what will become of my children, the future of a royal family?
总而言之，
Your children will be taken care of after all. They are from the bloodline of the royal family. In the current situation, their lives can only be held in the hands of others. Alright, please don't make any unnecessary resistance. This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior, and you must take responsibility. Okay. What? Sure enough, as predicted by the painting, the blue diamond has responded.
Oh?
It seems that you are the person I'm looking for.
什么？
What do you mean? I'm not here for the king. What I'm looking for is the ability hidden in you. Anyway, what I'm about to say may be confusing to you, but please listen to it carefully, then consider it seriously before answering my question. This is not only about you and me, but also about the future of the country. Yelling and commotion can be heard in the distance. It seems that king has been found. There is not much time. Please listen carefully. That was the most turbulent moment in my life. I escaped from the gate of death, and my hands hold the key to change the future of the country. That was the legacy that has been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are inevitably caught in a torturous fate. I hope this action won't be one of the many remorses in my life. I hope that they can become the myths of France that will make the country peaceful and stable. Okay. 5 years later, outskirts of Toulon, France. Young girl, so the saying that the king was kidnapped is false. If the public knew the truth, the royal family should have been imprisoned, or even worse. Ooh. It is just a story that I heard while drinking. I'm telling this story because you, my young lady, are too bored on the road. Oh, it was just a story. Speaking of which, I've heard several versions of similar stories. But the woman who changed the royal family may truly exist. After her intervention, there have been many changes in the royal family.
Oh?
Oh, young lady, do you really believe that so-called Maid stuff? Wielding incredible talents, the Maids were born to save the country in danger. I'm not so sure. This young lady in military uniform claims to be a graduate of the École Militaire. Ever since women were allowed to join the army, the École Militaire received a batch of female students who passed special testing. Ah, young lady, what's your name again? Pauline Bonaparte.
Oh?
A rare surname. Are you not a Parisian, are you? Oh, I'm from Corsica.
说来话长。
What a coincidence. When I was young, I joined the army and went to Corsica. Speaking of that, okay. Never mind. What topic do you wish to discuss? Oh, the situation of France, the destination of your travel. There's nothing else to say. Situation of France. Speaking of that, when I was young, I really couldn't believe a revolution would really happen. 7 years ago, the king summoned the Estates General to solve financial problems. That's right. The clergy of the first estate, the nobility for second estate, and the commoners for the third estate. The Estates General intensified the contradiction between estates, and finally revolution took place in Paris. The Bastille was stormed and the king compromised, resulting the legitimation of the current assembly.
Oh?
Well, you're quite familiar with the history. Then what do you think of the revolution? I was in Corsica 7 years ago and didn't know too much about Paris. I learned all of it later in École Militaire. But in the past few years, although the power of the nobility has been weakened, the royal family stood unaffected. Well, the royal family changed their attitude after that, supported the reform of the assembly, and did a lot of unprecedented things. For example, girls like you were enrolled in the École Militaire. There's a policy promoted by the royal family, and they are made good of use of the publicity. I know this too, but a soldier should not care too much about the political issues. Really? Oh, I can see that you don't care about politics. Otherwise, you would have known me. Really? Never mind, speaking of the military. Oh. The ongoing battle in Toulon. It has been half a year already since the traders within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Toulon. The nearby cities that are affected by the war are also in a panic. Alas, people are suffering too much. This war must be ended as soon as possible.
可是，
However, it is strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Austria, are attacking the city, but also the British. Since the House of Bourbon is still there, even if they are worried about the impact of the revolution, they shouldn't be rushing to wage a war. Even His Majesty supports the Assembly to engage in war. It is really... Well, it is really abnormal, and there may be some unknown power in the back. I think they like the power of the maids. Who knows, however, it is not a strange thing for the king to support the war.
说来话长。
Although the king has temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family and the nobility are still weakening. If the revolutionist regime is defeated by foreign troops, they will regain power. Okay, do they even know how many people will die for this? Too bad, perhaps I really have chosen the wrong person. Just my personal conjecture. In any case, war is inevitable. Okay. The destination of your travel?
我们这一代的革命
Oh,
已经
you...
结束。
Young lady, have you been transferred to Toulon? There's a war going on here, as I know. My older brother is also a soldier and he's serving in Toulon. I'm here too. To take a vacation. In my opinion, now is not the time for military personnel to take a vacation. Domestic rebellions happen from time to time, and the wars with neighboring countries are also ongoing. As you said, as a soldier, it's time to fight for the country on the front line.
哦，
Well, then why are you? To be honest, I have just experienced a fierce battle recently. Well, it was said to be a victory according to the final result.
我们这一代的革命已经结束了。
Well, I can tell it from your medal. Even it is awarded by the royal family as a response to the current situation, it must be a considerable degree of military merit. But the casualties were overwhelmingly heavy, which made me start to doubt whether I'm suitable as a soldier.
哦，
So you came here to talk to your brother about it? Yes, it was also my brother's recommendation that led me to apply to the École Militaire. Although he is strange and ambitious to outsiders, he is definitely a qualified soldier. Oh, it is a bit odd to hear such comments from someone's own sister. But speaking of Toulon, it is definitely not a good place for a vacation now. There's nothing else to say. Okay, glory on the battlefield, defending the country. We joined the army for this purpose. But when we actually stepped into the battlefield, it was totally a different thing. Hundreds of people will either survive or die on the battlefield because of our decisions. How can one take up these responsibilities? That I don't know. I'm not familiar with military affairs. However, you see, whenever you are of the royal family or of the common folks, who can really say if they can dominate their own fate? And according to my decades of experience, fate. Well, fate often won't give you much choice. What do you think, young lady? In order to not make mistakes, would you let go of the opportunity to change your fate? Surely not. So much for the talk. We are nearing Toulon. Okay, well, it looks like my ride ends here. The person that my brother sent to pick me up should be near. Then I'll bid you farewell. If you happen to visit me in Paris, I will prepare more interesting stories and some refreshments for you. Okay. Thank you, and I have a few words to say to you before I leave. Yes. Your storytelling skills could use more work. Please do on your speech before we meet next time. Oh, okay, this is the first time I've had such an audience. This was the first time I saw Pauline Bonaparte. After that, she set foot on the battlefield again. And we will meet again in Paris. That's several months later. Hey, that's a very long story. Chapter 1, The Cannons of Toulon. Is the guy who's supposed to pick me up still not here yet? I haven't seen Brother Napoleon for more than a year. News about his military merits on the front line can be heard from time to time. This area was once downtown. When the war broke out, civilians were evacuated, leaving only a mess here. People just want a stable and peaceful life, but they can't get it because of the war. Having said that, how come no one is coming? Did I come to the wrong place? Oh, sounding of incoming bombardment. Artillery, and the distance it is very close. Sound of marching. Damn it. It is an enemy force. They have already advanced this far. I have to find a place to hide immediately. Difficult selection.
原来如此啊！
Ooh. Leclerc. Did a young lady come this way? Could she happen to be Bonaparte's sister?
布纳巴小姐，
Okay, could you hear me? Mademoiselle Bonaparte. No response, then I'll have to search this entire area. Here's the blockhead yelling on the street. He might as well lead the enemies to us directly. I guess he must be the one sent by my brother. I can join him and escape from here. Anyway, let me check out surroundings and find a place where we can meet. It is the enemy scouts. A group of scattered soldiers. I need to defeat them to reach the intersection in the front. In any case, the safety of Mademoiselle Bonaparte must be guaranteed. Player phase. Okay, there's a chain of advantages against other classes among the various classes of units. Your damage and hit chance against the target will be increased when you are in advantage, decreased when you are in disadvantage. Okay, Leclerc's Cheshire Cheval is light cavalry, which is advantage against light infantry, but in disadvantage against heavy cavalry. Okay. So we have Bonaparte.
都准备好了吗？
Spider. Experimental musket. Ooh, musket. Break. Exchange. Exchange what? Wait. It is a military cap of one of our soldiers, and it was hit by several bullets. Seems that the front line has expanded to this town. The port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not looking very optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers have already been sacrificed on the battlefield. I will take it with me. If I meet anyone friendly, it is easier for them to recognize me. Oh, trophy. Pauline received broken military hat. Confirmed. Ally. Ooh.
诸位，让我们为未来而战吧！
Leclerc. Attack. Attack braid. Attack rifle.
准备战斗！
嗨
开火！
Ooh. Enemy phase. Miss. Ooh.
上吧，拿下他们！
Oh. Player phase. Terrains. The battlefield contains various terrains. Terrains affect the performance of troops, sometimes obstruct their movements. For example, it is harder to move through the puddles in the town, and fighting in the puddles reduces your chances of dodging enemy attacks. Oh, I see. Puddles, really? Oh, okay. Puddle. Oh, I see. Oh. Why you walk into the puddle?
好的，今天就让我来打头阵吧。
Attack.
准备战斗，开火！
Alright. Hmm.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Exchange. What to exchange? Tech. Break. Wait. In this basket is a bundle of fleur-de-lis. The petals are already withered. Under the rubble, a dead body. Seems to be some civilian who didn't have the time to evacuate. It is not a time for sentimentality. Keep moving forward. Receive Iris basket and send to warehouse. Okay.
上吧，拿下他们！
Alright. What? Player fit. Hit or defeat enemies to increase your morale. When your morale counter is filled, you can use heroic attack command. Heroic attack increases your damage and hit chance, as well as grants you extra experience. Ooh.
"想好了吗？再不行动，我可等不及了。
Oh, we can select heroic now. Attack.
准备战斗，开火！
开火！
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
Wait. Okay, items. HP represents the organization of a troop. When it is reduced to 0, that troop will have to retreat. When your troop loses too much HP, you can recover it by using items via the item command. Unlike weapons, items will permanently disappear when used up.
都准备好了吗？
Ooh, we can attack. Wait.
诸位，让我们为未来而战吧！
Item break. Use.
"好的，今天就让我来打头阵吧。
Wait. Ah.
上吧，拿下他们！
Ho ho ho.
想好了吗？再不行动，我可等不及了。
Heroic.
战斗吧，诸位！今天的胜利会成为美好明天的基石。
Nice. There's no enemy. Okay, very cute.
诸位，让我们为未来而战吧。
Wait. Okay, Leclerc. Are you Mademoiselle Bonaparte? Mademoiselle. Pauline. This must be the guy who was yelling. His voice is so loud. Excuse me, are you with my brother Napoleon? Ah, I'm the subordinate of your brother, Charles Leclerc.
原来如此啊！
Well, just like he described, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have the temperament that fits his military uniform perfectly. Is that what my brother said? Okay, except Mademoiselle Josephine, you are the one he talked about most. However, the fits this military uniform part is my own opinion. Thank you. There's a few people in the military who speak like you, Mr. Leclerc. Man or woman, some people are born to be soldiers. Let's stop talking about and standing here and go back to the campus. There's an enemy line nearby, and it will be dangerous to stay for too long. Sound of incoming bombardment.
快逃！
Look out, Pauline. Whoa. It is the enemy artillery. Retreat now. Leclerc. Wow. French camp, Toulon. The battle begins in a few hours. Are you still the determined soldier that I knew?
拿破仑哥哥，
Is it you, brother Napoleon? Oh. Leclerc asked me to bring you a message. That you owe him a big favor. Don't forget to return it later.
真的吗？
Monsieur Leclerc, is he alright now? His legs were broken from diving in order to save you, and he will return to Paris to rest tomorrow. If I had paid more attention to my surroundings, I would have noticed the area had already been bombarded once by the enemy. It was my poor judgment that led to Monsieur Leclerc's serious injury. Bad luck happens from time to time on the battlefield. Don't blame yourself. I've heard of your victory on the front line. You won the battle, but with heavy casualties. What? Did you expect to get some compliments from me? Although the enemy was defeated and I was exceptionally commended, I can't forget a soldier who died in the battle, and I can't praise our victory.
我
Should I really be considered a qualified leader? It was I who brought you to Paris, and it was I who suggested that you enter École Militaire. Am I doing something wrong? No, it was my own decision to become a soldier. Recall your original intention of joining the army, Pauline. At this very moment, the war is still going on. The commander agreed to my plan not long ago. Tonight we will launch a general attack on the enemy's position. Once the fortress is occupied, we can then use the cannons to drive the British warships out of Toulon. It is time for this battle to end. Since the crack is injured, I need another adjutant. What say you? Are you coming with me?
我
Okay. Make a decision. Indecisive people are unworthy of the battlefield.
就这样办吧。
If you don't want to be a soldier anymore, I will arrange someone to send you back to Corsica. I will say, brother, tell me about the battle plan. Good. Then find yourself something to eat first. You can't go to the battlefield with an empty stomach. Come to me when you are ready. The clock's injury is my responsibility, but I still can't leave the battlefield. Protect the people like us from the anguish of war. It is for this reason that we decided to join the army. Chapter 2: The Maid of Toulon. Chase attack.
开炮！
Keep firing. The enemy's resistance is still very strong. The battle against the enemy positions began in the afternoon and continue until the evening. Ooh. The target of the attacks is Fort Mulgrave, the most heavily fortified position of the enemy's defense around Toulon, and also the key point of my brother's plan. Once we occupy this position, our artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from the high ground, block their reinforcements and retreat routes at sea, and turn the tide of battle in one fell swoop. At the moment, our army has suppressed the enemy artillery but still hasn't gained a decisive advantage. If the situation continues this way... Whoa. Bonaparte. It is turning into a prolonged battle. The power of our artillery will be limited if we hold off till the nighttime. This is Rose de Beaumont, the artillery commander who is supporting my brother's offensive. Her name alone indicates that she is a noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionist-dominated army. Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by the revolutionists. Only a few continue to serve in the army due to the influence of the Queen. Rose de Beaumont is the most distinguished among them. Speaking of the legend of the Maid, it has been a taboo for the past hundreds of years, as it is always related to witches and heresy. Recently, there have been positive rumors spreading in the country, precisely because of the performance of the General Rose de Beaumont on the battlefield and the publicity of the royal family. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 rounds of artillery support. It is time to make a decision. Ooh, Hubert. Rose de Beaumont, pay attention to the tone of your voice. This is not the era when you nobles can criticize and boss around people in the army. Woohoo! Your responsibility is to coordinate the artillery, not issuing combat orders. This man is Hubert Mondego, the supervising adjutant sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. His former superiors have all become big shots, so he's been rapidly promoted in the army. Officers who haven't received formal training like him aren't uncommon nowadays. Commander Bonaparte surely has his plan. Your reminder is unnecessary. Or are you just trying to take credit for his work with the so-called instinct of the Maid.
我
I'm just speaking as a common soldier. Indeed, we do not have enough ammunition nor enough time. It is now or never. Concentrate all the shells and launch the final bombardment on the enemy positions. I'll lead the infantry charge. We must seize the opportunity to occupy the battery on the shore.
布琳娜，
Pauline, you come with me. As for Monsieur Mondego, do you want to participate in the charge with us? About that. I caught a cold on the way here, so I'm not in condition for the charge. Then you'll be commanding the artillery support. I've already issued the plan to my subordinates. All you need to do is fire as planned.
什么？
Well, the bombarding is crucial to the offensive. I will see to it personally. The troops are ready and waiting for orders, sir. Rainy day combat is extremely tough, and the most important thing is to inspire the soldiers' courage. Put your ability to good use, Pauline.
没问题。
Let me know if you need my support anytime, Pauline.
好的，
Okay.
狠狠的打！
Oh. Get ready for the first round of bombardment. Fire! Whoa! Whoa, nice. Ah, British officer. Brace yourselves. We are under fierce bombardment from the enemy. Hold the line. As long as we hold Fort Mulgrave, victory is ours. Oh, haha. Okay, good, great. The dodge chance of troops. Both friendly units are enemy units. Will decrease in the rate. Oh, okay. Units marked with ally are temporary friendly troops of our side. They won't earn experience during battles. Units marked with COM are friendly troops that act on their own. Try your best to defeat enemies with Pauline herself to maximize the experience. Alright. Ally. So this is the main character.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
19. Inspire. Attack. Oh. Ooh.
注意，放！
Oh, ho. Oh, nice. Ally. Level 5. Detailed info. Detail. Oh, okay. The Rose de Beaumont. A loyal and aristocratic officer stayed in the military for the royal family. Napoleon. Napoleon Bonaparte, a young general with extraordinary power and potential, well known for his meritorious service in the army for years. Okay. Very nice. Pauline Bonaparte, a striking young female officer who has the power to make others courageous. Okay, ally.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
Attack. Musket.
全体准备，开火！
Whoa. Okay.
瞄准了，给我打！
Oh, nice.
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。
Wait. Enemy phase.
把他们统统干掉！
Keep firing. Come on. Whoa. Nice. Less soldiers. Less enemies. Oh my.
准备，开火！
Fire.
注意，放！
Alright. Player phase.
战场上可容不得马虎。
Item. Break. Can we give the bread to Pauline? No. Okay. Wait.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
Break.
地图分析，就让我来吧。
Break. Enemy phase.
也不掂量掂量自己的斤两，干掉他们！
Pay attention to the target areas. Fire faster. British officer, damn it, the enemy has already rushed our position. Who's that man with the messy hair? And who's the young lady? Could she be just like Lady Wellesley? Okay, much less enemies. Not bad, the bombardment is going well and Rose's arrangement is trustworthy. However, our enemy is still tenacious.
柏林娜，
Pauline, can you still hold on? Time is running out. Go all out and break through enemy's defense. With my ability, I can maximize the courage of soldiers and strengthen their combat effectiveness. Although I got only one shot at the moment, now it is the most critical time of the battle. Understood. Needs command skill. Pauline's inspiration command will increase the damage done in a short brief. Once you use a command skill, you cannot cancel your move. You must issue an order of attack or wait to finish your action. I see.
炮击支援准备好了，随时听候命令。
Can we attack? Oh, we can. Round shot.
准备，
Whoa!
ๆ，都准备好了吗？
Wait.
思考的时间结束了，准备战斗。
Wait.
狠狠的打！
Hubert. British officer. The position is almost lost. It was exactly like what Lady Wellesley said. The French will become our greatest threat. The eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war that will sweep across the continent. Ooh. Whoa. Player face.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Can we attack from here? Yes. Experimental musket.
准备，开火！
Alright.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
Wait.
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。
British recruit. Attack. Round shot.
集中火力，开炮！
Ho ho! Enemy phase. Whoa!
地图分析，就让我来吧。
Special break. Use.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
Inspire. Heroic. Experimental musket.
好机会，就在这儿击溃他们。
Nice.
战场上可容不得马虎。
Wait. Oh. Oh.
都准备好了吗？
Attack. Experimental musket.
注意，放！
Alright.
感觉不错，部队的配合更默契了。继续努力吧。
Alright. Level up. So,
炮击支援准备好了，随时听候命令。
item. Special break.
思考的时间结束了，准备战斗。
Wait. Oh. You choose death, eh? Haha.
准备，开火！
Counter attack. You chose death. Hahaha. Alright. So we still need to go up there.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。
战场上可容不得马虎。
We did it. Unbelievable. Although you are just temporarily taking command, you fought with such bravery, as impressive as your brother said. You have overpraised me. It seems to be my ability or something makes the soldiers become... In comparison, the targeting and timing of the cannons under your command were truly impeccable. It is rumored that you know every detail of the terrain no matter where you're fighting. Seems that it is no exaggeration. Don't say that. This is all thanks to Monsieur Hubert's strategic commanding, right?
确实，
Haha, you're totally not the same as they said. Everyone thought that the mate of the royal family was a cold-hearted and grim person. Rose. The situations on the other fronts are still unclear. Tell the artillery to catch up quickly and attack the British warships in the port. Understood. Soldiers, ready the cannons. Alright. British officer. Your Excellency. It is the bombarding of the French. Ooh, female officer. It seems that the Fort Mulgrave has fallen. We should retreat as soon as possible before they block the port. Aye aye, madam. This should be sufficient to force those stubborn old men to make up their minds and wage war against France.
有意思。
The status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and the one that survives will be the fiercest one yet. We should take the opportunity and defeat them now. However, this is not something for me to decide. Anyway, I should return home for some long-term discussions. Oh, retreat, eh? Tactical retreat. For now. Boho! Okay. Pauline? I see you're here, Pauline. Well, I can see the whole view of Toulon from here. Take a good look, this is the city we have liberated. Brother, how can you be so determined to implement a better plan like this?
可是，
In order to contain the enemy outside the city, our allied forces have been fighting very hard. Even so, we might have not had enough time to occupy Fort Mulgrave. You're right, we are lucky to succeed in the end. Perhaps we should thank God for helping us. I for one, can't make such a decision. Thinking of not being able to win the battle while soldiers fight with their lives.
我
Maybe I'm not qualified as a commander at all. Pauline, do you know what's more painful than a soldier's death? More painful? To let them die in vain under the command of incompetent generals. And this is happening every day in the war. I believe that I'm the best choice that soldiers could possibly have, so I never hesitate when making decisions.
可是，
But if I could come up with better plans. Pauline, did the instructors of Ecole Militaire not tell you? The talents of soldiers must be on the battlefield in order for them to blossom. Before that day, the soldiers who die under your command are the responsibility you must bear. Do you remember our snowball fights back in Corsica? You won 35 times, I won 20 times. You have snatched 20 victories from the best soldier in France. Give yourself some credit. Brother. So much for the gossip, I have to prepare my personal report for Paris. Otherwise, God knows what Hubert will say. With this victory, the big shots in Paris should finally make up their mind and give me a chance to make a big difference. Remember to come and help me by then, Pauline. Understood. After the British warships withdrew, remaining enemy forces on the land were quickly annihilated, and the flame of victory burned in the city of Toulon. However, the war is not over. Starting from Toulon, the conflict between France and all of Europe has become more intense. All this started with the revolution that took place in Paris a few years ago. Nowadays, the French royal family survives under the influence of a woman, which makes Paris a stage of order and chaos intertwined. Prelude, The Maid of Toulon, finish. Let's see, can we stop here? Oh. Oh, 2 months later, Paris, France. Hustle and bustle of the streets. Pauline, Paris is still the same city that is so lively even at this hour. Malmaison Cafe. According to the map, I'm in the right place, but I don't see any signboard with its name nearby. After the siege of Toulon, my brother got an exceptional promotion because of his military exploits and the revolutionist's recommendation. I'm also invited to Paris by the royal family to receive my reward. My brother asked me to find a cafe ran by a woman named Josephine and live here for the time being. Voices of a man. We all heard that your husband has already been executed on the guillotine. No one can protect you here. That's right. Drive them out. This used to be our home. Pauline? This doesn't look like an ordinary quarrel. Matured woman. That's a matter of years ago. If you have so much spare time to harass me, why don't you go back and find a proper job? And don't blame me if I have reminded you that I have several old friends in Guards of Paris. Don't believe her nonsense. Those people have been locked in prison with her husband long ago. Get out of here, you serpent. Tut-tut. This is getting ugly. This must be Malmaison Cafe. Are you Madame de Belharnais? My brother Napoleon Bonaparte should have written about my visit. Napoleon, you must be... Stop wasting time already. Someone help me and throw her out. Josephine, hey, you don't do anything stupid. Rogues on the streets looking for trouble. It seems that a fight is inevitable. Pauline waves her sword. Stop it now. Are you people not ashamed of bullying an aged woman? An aged woman? Ouch. Who is this young lady? Wait, she seems to be wearing a military uniform. That's it, you must be Pauline Bonaparte. Too bad that you are saying this. Come with me to the cafe now. What did she say? Pauline Bonaparte. It is the Maid of Toulon. Damn it, what trouble have you got us into? I'm done with it. Hey, old man, you better watch it. Fortunately, my brother taught me how to fight back in Corsica. Also my swordsmanship, which was taught by instructor Dialon. But the Maid of Toulon. What are they talking about? They must be hired by nearby gangs to make trouble. After all, my saloon cut a lot of business from them when it was blooming. Ravi de Vos recounter, Madame de Beauharnais. My brother should have mentioned it in his letters. I apologize for bothering you by living here during my stay in Paris. Just call me Josephine. So you're Napoleon's sister, Excuse me, my brother... Let's see. Excuse me, my brother clearly said it was a stylish, magnificent place. Why is this so run down? Run down? Young lady, I didn't promise anyone to let you live here, now did I? What? What do you mean? It seems that you still don't know it, that your story has spread all over Paris. The flower of the battlefield that bloomed in Toulon, and the Maid of France, is equal to Rose de Beaumont. Something like that. What that is going on here, I obviously didn't. In short, you are already a star in Paris. If you live here, maybe you'll bring in some unexpected trouble. Alas, it is okay to lend you a room here, but you have to help me out. Ah, of course, anything that I can do. Then join my club des Malmaisons and be my adjuvant. What? It was a small organization that I gathered by hosting the saloon here. It was quite popular in the past, although, as you can see, after my ex-husband died, it was gradually deserted. I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily. However, to make a comeback, I need someone to help. I'm sorry, I can't stay in Paris for too long, and I don't know much about social. That you don't have to worry about. The rising stars in the army, just like you, are the best political signboard. Just like the Jacobins soliciting your brother. If you keep earning military merit on the battlefield, there will be people who are willing to worship you, and the influence of our faction is guaranteed. When you come back to Paris, you just have to occasionally deal with the commissions that you are tasked by the big shots. And everything will go smooth. And keep a good relationship with other factions would also benefit you in various ways. Your brother's promotion is a good example of this. Of course, with your current fame, you can also pledge your service to the big shots or simply declare loyalty to the royal family. Pauline. Then I will stay with you. If you need my help with anything, please don't hesitate to tell me. Are you sure you want to stay in such a small place? Of course, my brother said that you are a reliable person. Moreover, I want to gain a foothold in the army with my own skills. Good for you. However, if you want help, do you know the rules of etiquette for social occasions? Well, in short, always strike first with a decisive attack. That's what my brother taught me. Oh, you two are truly brother and sister. Well then, there's a room available upstairs. It is used to be my husband's room. You can live there for a time being. It is already quite late today. Go get some rest. The location Mount Mason Saloon has been unlocked. The faction Mount Masons has been unlocked. On the second floor of the Mount Masons Cafe, listening to the sound of the carriages that occasionally pass by the window, I recall my life in École Militaire. According to Josephine's introduction, Paris had changed a lot compared to the days when I was in École Militaire. The Feuillants, led by the Commander-in-Chief of the Army, Marquis de Lafayette, and the implementing constitutional monarchy, are now the main authorities. In the king's declaration of supporting the revolution had won over many supporters of the royal family among the common folks and nobles outside Paris. Because their political views match the voice of the people, the prestige of the Jacobins is rising. My brother is among them too. The situation continues to change, and all factions are trying to win the support of the Parisian citizens. Okay. I couldn't help but think of the classmates that I had in the current military. Eugenie, Cosette, Charlotte. I wonder how they are doing now. I met them, said farewell, and went to the battlefield. I witnessed the soldiers die under our banner. I tasted victory and pain. Thought about giving up my identity of being a soldier. But eventually I stayed. Not only because of the persuasion of my brother and others, but also because of my own pursuit. When I am on the battlefield, I have a special ability to inspire soldiers with courage and motivate them to move forward. As if I can naturally win their trust, although I still don't know where this ability comes from. And because of this, I can't take the responsibility of a commander as decisive as my brother. There are still a few days before the banquet held by the royal family. Until then, what should I do with my free time in Paris? Hahaha. Practice swordsmanship and train. Observe the people's livelihood on the streets. Play with wildcats and relax. Observe the people's livelihood on the streets. By wandering around the streets of Paris, occasionally encountering common folks' disputes and fighting, I have new understandings of how to protect myself from attacks. Pauline has acquired a new skill. Armor +1, which reduces damage received when attacked by blades and cannons. Cannot coexist with armor. Star. Okay. A few days later. Okay. In the Mason Saloon, you can take the side quests and view information such as the gallery and career achievements. The current influence of Masons is not high enough to provide side quests to you. Try to attract the attention of other factions first. Talk to Josephine to find out what to do now. Chapter 2. Menu. Save game. Okay, we will stop here. Thanks for watching. We will continue next time.